According to CNN, in 2015, 64% of Americans plan to celebrate the infamous Day of the Dead, or Halloween. From the days dedicated to the end of harvest season and the beginning of winter to a celebration filled with costumes, candy, Halloween has become a kid-friendly holiday. But what is the true story of this day? A day of superstition, ghosts, goblins, and the possibility of deadly spells and demons is dedicated to October 31st. Halloween is a popular holiday filled with costumes, candy, and controversial beliefs. But the true origin of October 31st dates back to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, and that comes from the History Channel, The History of Halloween. We will discuss the Celtic holiday of Samhain, the Irish traditions dedicated to Halloween, and modern-day Halloween rituals. To begin, the festival that the ancient Celtics called Samhain goes back to the 8th century. So what is Samhain? 2,000 years ago, in what is now Ireland, the Celtics, United Kingdom, and France dedicated November 1st to celebrate their new year. November 1st marked the end of harvest season and the beginning of winter, which was said to be the time when the bridge between the living and the dead arose. The night of October 31st, the Celtics believed that the bridge allowed ghosts to come back to earth. Druids, priests, or soothsayers in the ancient Celtic religion built sacred bonfires, where crops and animals were burned as sacrifices for the Celtic deities. The ritual of costumes is connected to the Celtics, who wore animal skins and heads while trying to tell each other's fortunes. At the end of the festival, they relit fires that they had extinguished earlier that evening to help protect them during winter. Samhain in Ireland still resembles the ending of summer, or the bright half, and the beginning of the dark half. And along with it are some of the ancient traditions of the Celtics. According to an Irish tale, if any crops were left out after November 1st, they may be spoiled by the fairies. An even older belief was that the crops left out after November 1st actually belonged to the fairies and were not safe to touch. Human and animal sacrifices also took place in these centuries in Ireland, according to pagan legend, but there is no evidence to support it. In modern-day Ireland, Halloween still incorporates pranks, dressing up, trick-or-treating, and decorated houses. But there are some other trends that take place as well. One of the new trends growing in Ireland is to acquire a Halloween tree. Children still run from door to door, dressing in costumes to receive goodies from houses to ensure that the house will be left free of pranks and tricks. Feasts were a great deal during Halloween, and the tradition to hold feasts has maintained the celebration of Halloween. Halloween used to be a time of abstinence, when no meat was eaten, so foods that were typically eaten would have been homemade apple pies, and of course, toffee apples. But first you would have coal cannon, potato farls, and barmbrack, and that comes from yourirish.com. Barmbrack was a bread containing fruit, and it was left outside before going to sleep for any passing fairies or spirits, as well as to place good luck upon the household. An array of dishes used during the feast would hold a coin, or lucky penny, which was said to bestow safety and fortune on the coming year for the finder. The drink to follow all festival food down is an old drink called lamb's wool. Although the same dishes and drink are used, the surpassing of meats is no longer a major tradition. When the feast is over, adults typically party into the night while the children tell tales of horror and ghosts. Feasts, candy, and memorable moments fill the night of Halloween. From the days when the night was filled with ancient customs to appease the spirits, to the new traditions of the 21st century, Halloween will continue to be a day to remember. As they say in Samhain, the wheel has turned, the veil has thinned. Blessed Samhain. Donahue.